Hello, Annie. Nice to see you and welcome back to our short story, The Watch. Now we're in chapter 3. Okay, we're in chapter 3 and we're going to read it together. So we will start off with summary from chapter 1. Would you be so nice as to start reading?
Sure. Chapter 1 review summary. Carl is a watchmaker. He lives in the southwest of England. One day, he meets his friend Susan on the beach. Susan shows him a very old watch. They go back to Carl's workshop to study the watch. A book says that the pirate Eric Kraken had the watch. He used it to travel through time. Suddenly, Carl and Susan notice the watch is gone. They hear footsteps. They chase a man to the beach. Carl catches him. The man says he is the pirate Eric Kraken. He wants to go back in time with the watch.
Right, summary 2, chapter 2. The man on the beach is the pirate Eric Kraken. He uses the special watch for time travel. He has just arrived from the 17th century. Carl and Susan return to the 17th century with Eric. When they arrive, Eric decides that they can help him. They must win a battle against the English, who want the watch. Another pirate wants Carl and Susan to steal the watch from Eric. Then there will not be a fight for it. So now we will continue with the story. Off you go.
Chapter 3, the battle. A few hours later, everyone was ready for battle. Eric, Frank, Carl, and Susan boarded Eric Kraken's ship. It was very big. It had many cannons. It was the pirate's personal and favorite ship. Frank was his second in command. Kraken always traveled with him. Eric Kraken was high up at the helm. Frank showed Carl and Susan the rest of the ship. What do you think of our beauty? He asked. Susan looked around and smiled. I can't believe I'm on the real pirate ship. This is incredible, she said. Frank laughed. It's nothing, he said. We see it daily. Frank brought Carl and Susan back to the helm. The ship was already moving. The wind was
slightly cold, but there were no clouds. All they could see was the blue water of the Caribbean and the beach. It was beautiful. Then Carl remembered they were going into battle against the English. They had to do something to stop it. Eric Kraken watched the sea. He was still at the helm. Carl and Susan watched Eric. Suddenly, they heard Frank's voice behind them. So how are you going to do it? Do what? Replied Carl. Steal the watch. You have to do it before the battle starts. Wait a second, said Carl. That's the part I don't understand. Why does Eric want Susan and me here on the ship? We don't know how to fight. I told you, he thinks you can beat the English somehow.
Carl looked up. He saw Eric. He was looking at them. His eyes showed nothing. He was just watching them. Well, he's wrong, said Carl. We can't help. I don't know what he thinks we can do. Actually, Frank said, I don't know what Eric is thinking either. Why do you say that? Why do you say that? Asked Susan. Look at the sea. Carl and Susan looked. They counted 10 pirate ships. See, we have 10 ships, Frank pointed out. Susan didn't understand what Frank meant. Yes, we have 10 ships, so. So, Frank just looked at her. Oh, I see, she said. We have 10 ships, but the English have more, right? Yes.
How many more? They have 30. 30, shouted Carl, and we have 10. You are all crazy. That's why I want to stop this. You have to steal the watch. We can't win this battle. But El Kraken won't give up. Not to the English, not to anyone. Okay, so what can we do? Asked Carl. We steal the watch, Susan jumped in. She looked at Carl. Look, I said, I have an idea. Susan explained the plan. You're a watchmaker, right? Yes, answered Carl. Tell Eric that you can win the battle, but you need his watch to do it. And how do I do that? Tell him you know how it works. Say you can stop the English ships with its powers.
And then run. That's a really bad plan, said Carl. But it's the only one we have, replied Susan. Carl agreed. They had no choice. Carl walked over to Eric. Time was running out. The captain was telling his men what to do. Eric saw Carl. What do you want? You know a way to win? Yes, I do. Come here. I'll tell you. The stout pirate and Carl walked away from the others. Frank and Susan pretended that they didn't see anything. Eric, as you know, I'm a watchmaker. I need to see your watch. The pirate face changed completely. What for?
If you let me see it, I think we can win the battle. What do you mean? Asked Eric. He was looking at Carl suspiciously. Carl didn't know what to say. He thought hard. Then he continued, I think I know how it works, he lied. So, if you let me see it, I can change it. I can change the watch. It will take us to another place, one that is far from here. That way we don't need to fight. The time had come. The English ships had arrived. They began firing their cannons. The pirate boats fired their cannons back. The ships rocked as the cannonballs hit them. Eric shouted at his men, come on, keep firing. We can't lose. Carl tried to think. He needed the watch. As long as Eric had the watch, he would fight. And without the watch, Carl and Susan couldn't return to Penzance.
Listen to me, shouted Carl. Eric ignored him. The English ship's cannons kept firing. Let me see it. Continue, Carl. Let me see the watch, he shouted. Then we can win the battle. We can beat the English. Eric looked at him, but he held tightly onto the watch. Suddenly, a cannon shot through the helm. Eric lost his balance. He fell. These were Carl's chains. He grabbed the watch from Eric and ran. Eric realized what had happened. Stop that man, he shouted. Eric's men began to chase Carl. Carl threw the watch to Susan. She quickly caught it and ran. Carl ran towards her. Then they saw Eric. He was coming their way. The English cannons fired again. Eric tried to grab Susan. Suddenly, Frank stepped in to stop Eric. He was helping Susan.
Susan had the watch. Carl grabbed for the watch. Eric grabbed for the watch. Frank grabbed Susan to keep her safe. The next thing they knew, the watch was activated. The whole group was traveling forward in time. They were going to the 21st century. Day turned to night, and they were back on the eastern green beach. Eric was the first to realize what had happened. He looked around for the watch. He couldn't see it anywhere. Then Eric saw it. It was under Frank's foot. He pushed Frank away. He picked up the watch. It was broken. "What have you done, Frank? What have you done?" Eric cried. Frank ignored him. He was looking at the beach. Then he looked at the town and the people. It was the first time he had been in the future. It was all new and a little strange.
Eric got more and more angry. He said to Frank, "What do we do now? We can't go back. What do we do?" Nobody said anything. Finally, Susan spoke. "Come to the workshop, Eric. Carl will try to fix your watch, and if he can't fix it, you can get home. But then you must destroy the watch. It is dangerous. No good will come from it." "I will," replied Eric. Then Susan looked at Frank. "I have a request. You must promise to help Eric. He must destroy the watch. Make sure he does not keep it. Force him to do it if you have to. If you do not destroy it, it will be the end of you. Do you understand?" "I do," said Frank. "When I'm back home, I never want to see that watch again." Finally, Susan looked at Carl. "And you," she said, smiling, "the next time you have a crazy idea, like wanting to time travel, don't take me with you." Carl smiled and agreed.
Right, so it's my turn now to read the summary. Just give me a second. Everyone gets on Eric's ship to go to battle. Frank tells Carl to steal Eric's watch soon. Carl asks Eric to show him the watch. Eric says no. Suddenly, English attack Eric. Eric falls. Carl grabs the watch and runs. Eric falls. Carl, Susan, Eric, and Frank fight for the watch. The watch is activated. They travel to Penzance in the 21st century. The watch is broken during the trip. Carl agrees to fix Eric's watch. Eric promises to destroy the watch when he gets home. So we finished another story for today. And that was the last chapter of The Watch. So I will see you again. Okay? Bye.